what other producer do you know is doing this, doing something like this that has the credits that I have are the credentials. Like think about that. Nobody else is showing you how to do this. Everybody else is trying to make money off you by like selling you like just their beats and stuff or like collabing with you and whatnot. Nobody's showing you how to do it so you can do it for yourself. That's crazy. So hopefully y'all hopefully this helps me out, man. I want to see you guys get it and do it like you know what I mean? Like I just want to see other people be successful at this and see other people be successful at what they enjoy and what they want to do. So if me teaching you guys and showing you guys how to do it and get better at it is going to help you out because I have some information, I have some knowledge. I got a lot of stuff that I want to do for you guys. I don't see why I wouldn't give it out, but I'd rather teach you how to do something. Like think about it. Think what's the how does the saying go? You give a man a fish, he'll eat for one day. Teach a man how to fish, he'll eat for a lifetime. Like I'm trying to teach you guys how to eat for a lifetime at a small fee, like a small little charge. I'm showing you how to eat for a lifetime. These other people are trying to just give you a fish one at a time, like that. You know what I'm saying? Like that ain't cool. But hey, it is what it is, man. Everybody gotta get their own. All right, all right. So now I even gotta cut even further now before I even go do the whole YouTube part because I'm gonna add that into this. But all right, so let me get my whole thing set up. And you guys watching this on Patreon, like you'll see all of this. So that means, like, if you decide you want to do stuff like this, I'll help you out and explain to you how to, how I'm kind of doing it, and we can help each other out. That type of deal. Because I mean, think about it. That you pay for some of your tiers has consultations. Some of you guys do call me. So some of you guys FaceTime me, or not FaceTime me, but soon. But yeah, all right, let's get ready for YouTube. All right, YouTube. So today I got a beat for you guys. All right, it's called Wounded Hearts. I really don't really know why I named it that. Just for some reason, and it just made me think about that. So the beat's kind of sad, but kind of upbeat, but kind of I don't know. It's kind of interesting. I really couldn't place a finger on who I would put on it, but the premise of me making this beat was really just to show how to make a basic beat and how simple it can be um, just from simple keys. So what I did was with this beat, all I did was simply make just like really simple melodies, nothing spectacular, nothing crazy, but I just made the beat as simple as possible. But I gave it a little bit of extra, like, little nuances here and there just to kind of make it stick out. So if you want to see the whole entire beat, you gotta check that out on the Patreon. So the chords are very simple, the melody is very simple, and once you hear it, you'll kind of it'll sound more complex than what it is. I know I've mentioned that a lot of times in my beat, but I want to emphasize that like a lot of beats are like that. Like we really like as the listener, we always think that the beat sounds a little bit like we think it sounds amazing. Like how in the world did the person do this, that, and like add all these sounds? Like it's crazy to hear how like it's all orchestrated really well, and it's the structure of laying it out and putting the right sounds together. So it's really cool to hear it all come together. But a lot of people don't have that advanced skill yet. So I made this beat here that is a pretty simple one, but I think it's a very interesting beat. So I was kind of a Patreon supporter, DM me, and he asked for an experimental beat. So on this beat, I kind of changed it up and did a little bit of experimentation. So I tried to make the melody simple. I tried to make the hi hat patterns pretty simple, the 808 pattern simple, but try to make it very different than what my usual style is. So this is what I got for you guys today. So I guess the type beat would be an experimental type beat. All right. So shout out to the Patreon supporter that asked for this. So let's start off here. We'll start off in the pattern form. So this is the first melody that I got for you guys. All right, so those are my first two melodies. So the second melody, if you notice, is just a couple, keys, just like elongated so that you can hear it a little bit longer. Um, Again, like I emphasized earlier, just making the simple beat. So the reason I kind of picked these two sounds was originally when I was kind of starting off in this beat, I wanted to kind of make something like people call them like rage beats. So I kind of started off a little bit kind of in that direction, just based off of the sound. Because as soon as I was kind of picking the sounds and just kind of looking through whatever I want, and pick something that sparked my interest. So I had heard this sound originally first, the first one here. And if you notice this time, I'm actually showing you guys which VSTs I'm using. The reason why I'm showing you guys is just, because I know I haven't shown some of the VSTs that I use. So that was part of the reason why I'm actually showing it in this video. So that's actually why I use the same one. So a lot of the times, another good thing to use is when you're using your VSTs, use your VST consistently through the beat sometimes. Like you don't always have to do it, because a lot of times those sounds in the VSTs happen to just kind of sound similar and go together really well. So they usually complement each other pretty well. So start off with this simple beat first that sound kind of like a rager type sound to me. Like a good background sound. And then I was like, all right, I need something kind of like something that's out there, like you can really, like a buzz type of sound. That's the only way I could describe it, and I found this. And it kind of sounds like a laser, right? Like kind of electronic, right? So then I went on to my third sound, and I knew I kind of needed something like some type of like sparkle kind of plug, or like some type of sound that's a little bit different than those two sounds. So I ended up picking this sound. All right. Now we're going to move on to the fourth sound. And again, all very simple melodies. Like if you notice, there's just chords, little simple like 1, 2, 3 type melodies. Very simple, right? Then I went on to this sound. This is also in Electrax. Just some chords. Again, make the melodies sound more complex than they are, because that's again what most producers do. There, so went on to the hi-hat. All right, just simple hi-hat pattern again, because I wanted to keep it simple, but kind of experiment. That's why I had that little pause in there in the hi-hat. So I used a different sound as opposed to using a clap. Added a different snare, but still your typical snare. Very simple, if you notice, nothing spectacular. Oops. Then very simple 808, but I experimented a little bit to kind of make it, sound different. And typically I don't use the Spinz 808. And again, remember what I've told you in other videos, if you can hear it like just the 808 and it sounds like it'd be kind of like a hard beat that was going on in the club, then you got your one. It's a little crash. And then put it all together, right? I'm gonna put it in song mode, and then that's what you get. So that's pretty much it. Just a really simple beat, really simple melodies, really simple patterns and things of that nature. Really simple layout. Nothing spectacular, but when you add it all together and you just kind of add your twist to it, different little nuances. Like I said, experiment a little bit. You can really put together a beat that sounds way more complex than it is, and that's how you end up making those bangers, those hit songs, like those really really good songs. Like for example, the song "Dresser" that I produced for Young Bands. It's got like 10 over 10 million plays right now. That song there, I think I started off the melody with just a couple of keys. Like it actually popped up on my Snapchat memories. Maybe a couple of weeks ago. I may have saved it. I can't remember. But anyway, it's just, like just starting off with a simple melody. That's all it takes. Just a simple, catchy melody. Just those keys that you hear in the beginning of that song. Like as soon as I played those keys and then I hit play, he was like, "Yeah, I like that." Like exactly when you hear when you get that melody. Like once you get that one melody where it's like, okay, that's it. Like it's a catchy melody. That's all it takes. It just has to take a catchy melody, then a catchy little hook, and then just something in between, and then the catchy hook has to come back in. That's all it takes. Just as long as where the catchy hook is, where the catchy hooks are, whatever's in between there, as long as it's decent and it matches the hooks and it's decent, you can make a good song. I promise you. It's simple. You can do it. I promise you. But that's all I got for you guys, man. I hope you guys enjoyed this YouTube video. Again, if you want to see this full video or in other videos and be able to interact with me a little bit closer, go ahead and tap in with the Patreon. I'm getting a lot of support off of the Patreon. That's really cool, and I definitely appreciate it. People are giving me a lot of great ideas, so I got a lot of different things coming because I see that you guys want some different stuff. So this is pretty cool. You guys have some good ideas, and I got some good ideas of my own, and kind of put some stuff together. Because again, the Patreon is going to be like that's a community that I'm trying to build together with the Patreon supporters. So again, keep interacting. Drop a comment in the comment section. Like the video, give a thumbs up, give a thumbs down if you dislike. Just interact with the video so that my video gets seen in the algorithms and it gets to more videos and or get more views and get more attention. So I appreciate all the love and support. I hope it continues. And thank you guys, man. Leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think. Any criticism, anything, just let me know, because this is again a community. If you guys see anything that I can improve upon or any suggestions, let me know. And then let's go back and forth. So that's all I got for you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video, and let's continue. Peace.